Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota, Tim. 6:45. Got up at 5:30. Getting ready to get a shower. Just a quick one for you. Andrew Camarata. He's a big YouTube guy. I know that you must have heard of him because he's got millions of subscribers. He built this castle up in upstate New York out of shipping containers. And he is just so fun to watch. He started out doing repairs for people up in New York, digging out a driveway for them. People were building houses up on the top of these mountains and stuff. And he became so successful with YouTube that now he just builds his own property. And he occasionally does something for somebody else. He started buying these heavy equipment machines. They would break down, then he would fix them. And that was part of the views, is fixing them. He wants to fix anything. It's not a mechanic show. And he's got these two dogs that are adorable. He's just got a real niche. Andrew Camarata. C-A-M-A-R-T-A. Camarata. Anyway, check him out. Look at me. I'm already sneezing this morning. I got a little pressure of the sinuses. I took the pill last night. I might have to take another one after I get out of the shower. If I didn't have that medicine, I think at this point, I would have to go to a doctor because the pressure and the trees and the fall and the whatever it is up here is killing me. But I'm loving it. I'm having a great time. Look, it's still dark outside. The raccoons didn't get me. I looked out the door already. Let me mute my TV. And Andrew Camarata, he bought an old junky car. He's going to enter a demolition thing. First of all, it's 60 degrees outside. There was a weather statement warning. I said, what? Because it rained yesterday, right? The weather statement warning is fog this morning, which you can see why after the rain, there would be some fog. It's going to lift by 9. Guess what the forecast is? Perfect! It's going to be absolutely gorgeous, 82 sunny skies. I'm going to go to the mountains, I think, this morning. Take you along with me. You want to go? And tonight's low, 57. We're back, down to a little bit. So I think the evening is going to warrant a fire tonight. I hope it will, for sure. We're going to have one. Don't worry, because we got internet, baby. We got Wi-Fi. Now, last night I made that video. It took a little longer than I thought. It was a 30-minute video, but it did go up. It was successful. It got up about 11 p.m. And let me get this eggshell. I dropped on my carpet here. I had 2 boiled eggs this morning and about 2 cups of coffee. This is a brand new fresh pot. After I get washed this sleep off, I already made my bed. You don't believe me? You know you can trust me. Huh? It's like I never even slept in it. Let me get in this shower here. You know what? I got to tell you real quick, though. When I got up this morning, my first thoughts, and I'm not lying, my first thoughts was, cool. I mean, I'm camping. I've been living in this camper for 2 years. I lived in another one before that, 2 years. It's funny how the time is going by that I've been a full-time RVer. And when you're out camping like this and you're somewhere else, or like when I was traveling, even wake up at a Love's, it was like, cool. You get up, you open that door, and it's a Love's. You're going to go into the store and get a coffee. Or right here, I've got Pigeon Forge outside my door, and these mountains I can drive to, Gatlinburg, all these things. And the world is my oyster. There's so many places between here and North Carolina that I can be in 2 hours. I mean, I can even be at my daughter's in Dawsonville, Georgia in about 3.5 hours, I could go and stay with her for a couple of days, leave this camper here and come back. I have so many options that I can do. They're doing the demolition now. Oh, I was going to mute that, wasn't I? I enjoyed that movie last night. I talked about it to you guys with Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio and other small parts like Al Pacino and different things. It was set back in the late 60s, and it was one of those movies by that guy, that famous guy, that director. He kind of makes these kind of gory movies, but they're not too realistic. He made From Dusk Till Dawn and all that. What's that guy's name? Kind of a strange looking guy. But that movie will blow you away with all the old stuff. It's down in Hollywood. The cars, the music. It really is a very, very... Leonardo and Brad Pitt knock it out of the park. It's a story of Sharon Tate and whatever that peckerhead's name was. It was, the murderer. But spoiler alert, no gore, nothing like that happens. Carving babies out of a pregnant woman. No, it's changed, and it's got a great ending and funny. The women, of course, love Brad Pitt, and he has a scene that's just going to make the ladies go crazy. So check it out. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Check that one out. Let me get a shower, man, and we'll come back and make some more coffee. I can just keep sitting here talking because I'm all hopped up. But really, I woke up and I was like, cool, I'm camping. I got this camper. The truck is ready to go. Hey, let me take a steak out. Let me take one out right now. These are the latest I got. Look at this ribeye. I bought a pack for 35. I had 2 of them. Remember, the cut is very distinguished. You're going to see this piece right here in all ribeyes. The bigger this piece is right here, the closer it is to the better cut. As they start cutting it up, that gets thinner and thinner and thinner when it gets closer to the chuck. And then this part right here is another tell. When you see this bigger part of your ribeye, look for all that marbling. Some of them are very pink, that are very lean. And they'll have maybe this piece small or even this piece big, but this won't be marbled. Now, these are prime, so you're going to find, that's what it's supposed to be. That's going to be, look at that. One more time. You see that marbling through there? This is going to be an excellent ribeye. So I'll just stick it in the refrigerator and let it come down naturally. Those non-alcoholic beers, hell, there's no difference between them and a regular beer giving you a hangover. I woke up with a headache. It's probably not really those. It's probably the sinus pressure I've got. I'm going to grab some Advil or whatever and drop those. But other than that, I'm having a ball up here. Look, I got no embarrassment. I'm on camera without even washing the sleep off. But I was reading the comments. I'm so stoked about my Wi-Fi. It's right outside my window here in that tree. We've got everything. We got everything. People are coming and going. I'm talking to people. I'm meeting people. I'm golfing. I'm going to give that a break. I do feel a little sore this morning, my back. Not bad, though. I'm not going to complain. It's a good feeling. I might just go hit balls or something next time and work on the swing. For whatever reason, that finger I broke, all of these fingers that weren't even affected and these, when I wake up in the morning, I'm worried. It feels like some kind of arthritis. And it loosens up. But in the beginning, it's really... bouncing around here, my mind's all over the place. I just thought of it. I didn't want to forget. Someone mentioned in comments yesterday, I didn't even know it. Rest in peace, Robert Redford, 89 years old, Parkinson's disease, kept it private, died in Santa Fe. I would imagine that's New Mexico. Tremendous actor, another heartthrob when he was young. Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kids and so many other movies he made. And what was it? The Sting, wasn't he the one? Yeah. A nice, long, full life. I mean, it'd be great if we could live to be 150 years old, but age does catch up to you, and your mobility and your looks and your muscles and everything. So Crush your life now, folks. Live your life. If you're starting your 60s, you're so far beyond halfway of your life. You got such little life left. Not to be a downer. I'm just saying you're not going to live another 60 years. You've worked 60 years. 62 comes along. You can get Social Security. You can check out of the full-time workforce and work like Eddie and the golf course guys over here where I was at yesterday and the day before that. All retired people down there making a few bucks, supplementing their Social Security. They probably got plenty of other money too. A lot of people that get Social Security at 62 say they don't even need it because they've got all these pensions and everything else. They've got a spouse or a husband. I mean, well, that's the same thing. A spouse that also gets theirs, and then collectively they're doing well. You know, like Fred and Rafaela. You know, they're married. They both get Social Security. You know, two heads are better than one. Hats off to people that have been together for 30, 40, 50, 60 years, which is unheard of today. It doesn't really happen. And if you're all alone in the world like me, and you know, you've only got your own dollars, and you're in your 50s, start getting serious and listening to what your hard-headed ass wouldn't listen to all your life. That you're going to live forever, and you don't need to worry about it, and sign up for this and sign up for that, and, you know, be contractually obligated to work until you're dead to pay these stupid things off that you're buying. You know, get debt-free, get your Social Security, get yourself something small for your living, unless you want a big McMansion. All this is a place to recharge and a place to sleep, and make sure it's parked somewhere that's safe. If you can find yourself a condo, a tiny home, or you own your home free and clear and you're not looking to sell it, and it's affordable and the property taxes and all that, and you're grandfathered into some deal, you know, find a way to get your overhead. All they're talking about, folks, is in super inflation. Things are going to go up. This camper is going to go up. My truck's going to go up. Your stuff's going to go up. They're going to reduce the rates today. It's like not even reducing them. It doesn't even mean anything. 25 basis points doesn't change anything. They're lying to you about the inflation. It's going to get higher. The dollar is worth nothing. I've got more dollars, like a lot of people, more than I've ever had in my life. And guess what? I'm almost back down to what it was 20 years ago, where I had some dollars. And that's about all the buying power that it has now. It's ridiculous. So be smart. Protect your assets. Get rid of things you don't need to have. Pay them off or do something. Sell it. And get yourself to where you can start. This is living here. This is how you live. For you. I'm living for me now. I don't live for somebody else in my life. I don't live for other people. I live for Tim. And, you know, God could take me today. Something could happen. I could get a disease. I could get killed by a car. A bus could hit me. Nobody's promised tomorrow. Keep mindful of that. Keep mindful when you got your money in your hand. Do I need that? Do I need you? If not, get rid of it or don't do it. You know, live your life smart. I just hope that all of us can get through this crazy inflationary time, this strange political time, this weird climate that the people are in. Everybody's got a different agenda and a belief, and they're called this and that, and all these different sects. You know, we're no longer the United States of America. We're not. We're I don't know what you call it, but the United States is still the biggest, the majority. I'm part of that. You're part of that. But these other people that have invaded our country, and the ones that are wanting to change everything, they came here, they're only this many people, and they're changing, and they got this voice, and some evil entities giving them a voice. We gotta change it, folks. We gotta go back to God. We gotta go back to being Americans. We gotta go back to talking to our neighbors. We gotta go back to believing. Hit your knees on the floor. You know, I don't want to sit here and get on a soapbox and tell you what I do, but there's not a day that goes by that I don't ask for mercy, help, and everything else, because I believe that. I worry sometimes. I'm guilty of it. I don't have a big support system. I don't have all this revenues of different streams of financing coming in. I don't have a wife. I don't have, other than a couple of my family members that I'm really close to, and we're not very close where we live. I don't have, I have friends and I have a great community. I just don't have this support system. And a lot of people are like me. You're out there by yourself. But guess what? You don't need any of that. And that's not to downplay family and friends and coworkers and things like that. All you need is him. He says, seek me first and all these things shall come to you. And I've been doing that my whole life. And look at me. I mean, I don't have a perfect day every day. I have trouble. You know, I worry. But when I look at my life and I'm thinking, man, you are a blessed man. I mean, I would give a lot to just be a guy like me if I had much less like I did when I was younger. I don't esteem to be on the ocean with a big mansion, with 4 cars and 3 boats and, you know, some trophy wife and you know, I don't esteem to have all that. Sure, if I won the lottery, it's probably, you know, going to be some extra things in my life. But I look at my life and I'm thinking, you're doing good. Look, you can go anywhere you want. You got time, you got freedom, you got pretty much good health. And, you know, you're not looking, well, maybe after my shower. So people say, you still got all your hair. And I get that one a lot. So be thankful for what you have. You got that special lady, you got that special man that's been by your side for many years. Tell him and tell her how much you love them and appreciate them and how God blessed you and brought that person into your life that's done so much for you. And everything, list way too long for me to list here. Look at your children. Children are a blessing from God. You got a great job that paid you a good pension. You got your story. Everybody does. And these ones out there that are unappreciative, that are trying to demonize everything and bring people down, and they're jealous of other people. They're coveting other people. They want to be like other people. They steal their material. They steal their words. They steal, you know, but they're not them. They're just chasing their tail. Be original. Seek him first. Ask him for guidance of what you want to be, and he'll help you crush it.